Hey kids, Dad here. It is Monday, December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas. And I'm obviously out in the barn doing some weightlifting here. I don't know, it's about 12:30 or so, lunchtime. I wanted to talk to you today, Fiona. I wanted to share something. I may have talked about this before in a previous journal. If I have, I'm sorry, not sorry. But I was just thinking about while I was lifting here. So one thing I listen to a lot when I lift is Christian music. And Fiona, I want to talk about a miracle I experienced. It was in September, the weekend of September 10th. I was at a 4-day silent retreat. It was a Jesuit monastery. It's kind of like priests. Catholic priests. It's a monastery. It was a 4-day silent retreat. So we showed up on Thursday. They told us the rules. And then we had to put our phones away and we couldn't talk at all. No talking. For 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And all we did was prayed and meditated for 4 days. And, and then every 2 hours, they'd have the priest would give a little sermon. And we'd listen, and then we'd go back to our prayer and meditation. I thought about you guys a lot during that time. Obviously, I was thinking about you guys a lot, praying for you guys, meditating on you guys, and just trying to get closer to God. Because I'll tell you what, I don't understand God. Still didn't then. But at one point, I went for this walk through the woods. Just fresh air, in the nature, thinking. And I came out of the woods and there was this statue of the Virgin Mary. And I'd prayed to the Virgin Mary in the sense of saying the Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are thou among women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and the hour of death. Amen. Very common Catholic prayer. I've said it thousands of times in my life. So I get to the statue of the Virgin Mary and I get down on my knees and I say, Mother Mary, I don't know if I can pray to you. I don't know if you're someone I can pray to. You are the mother of Jesus. I understand that. But I don't know if you're God, if you can relay a message to God for me. I don't know if I can pray to you or not. But if I can, if you will take my prayers, I'd like to pray for my daughter, Fiona, that you bless her. I got up off my knees and I turned around and I saw about 50 yards away across a field a little baby deer. And this deer came walking right up to me across that field till it was standing so close, if I had a fishing pole, I could have reached out and poked its nose. And it just stopped there and it stood and it stared at me. And I was just amazed. It locked eyes with me. I've been in Minnesota most of my life. I've seen tons of deer. But anytime they see me, hear me, or smell me, they tend to scurry off. This one walked right up to me, stared at me. I stood there for about 2 minutes. And the bell chimes for the chapel, meaning we got to go back in for prayer. And the deer just kind of walks off when I heard the bell. I looked back at that statue of the Virgin Mary, and I saw right next to the Virgin Mary is a little baby lamb at its feet, a little statue of a baby lamb. And I just got goosebumps. I said, whoa. Is this a sign, Mary? Is this you saying, yes, you can pray? I can pray to you? And so I walked back into the church, into the chapel because of the bell, and I sit down. The priest walks up to the altar. He stands up there and everybody's silent. Everybody's silent the whole weekend. And he flips open his book. The first thing he says, Psalm 42, like a deer runs to flowing water, our hearts naturally flow to Christ. And that was all he said. That's all I heard anyways. I wrote that down in my journal. And I got goosebumps again because I thought, well, I've read the whole New Testament. I don't remember any verse about a deer. And I just was praying to Mary, and I saw a deer. And now I hear a verse about a deer. Oh, goosebumps. As I'm writing that in my journal, I wrote the word Fianna. So I was praying to Mary for Fianna, for you, baby girl. And I saw those first three letters, F-I-A, Fia. And if you look up in Irish, what Fia means in Irish, obviously Fianna, the ancient Celtic warrior women, but the nickname Fia means deer. So I was praying to the Virgin Mary for you, Fianna. And a deer emerges from the woods and approaches me and sits and stares at me. And then the priest's very first reading is about a deer. And your nickname, baby, is Irish for deer. I came away from that absolutely changed. There is no doubt in my mind that there is a God. There is no doubt in my mind that God answers prayers, performs miracles. And every morning when I pray, I include God, Jesus, Mother Mary, because I know she'll take those prayers, at least for you, baby. Anyhow, it's part of why Dad likes to pray so much lately. I love you, girl. I hope to be able to tell you that story in person someday. We'll talk soon.